Today's video, we are going to be discussing two clips in particular. This one,
I feel like shot it wrong, but I don't feel like he did it on purpose.
Who?
Gunna.
and this one.
My principles are gonna.
Yours not. But are the principles and the morals gone from the streets?
No, I wouldn't say they gone. I say niggas fucked up when they started letting the internet have an opinion on what goes on in the street.
And basically break it down to y'all how 21 Savage just put out the worst interview I've seen that's going to get the wrong type of praise. Some of y'all will think I'm hating. Some of y'all think I'm one of the dopest to do this. Some of y'all will just sit back and go, damn, you're right. But with no further ado, let's get on with this first clip.
That's why smack something.
But that's
a difference.
That's why the streets dead.
Why? Because ain't no money. Niggas don't want no money.
Niggas killed the streets. Everybody dead. And it ain't no money in it. When I was a young nigga, bro, the first thing I wanted to do in the streets was get some money.
Facts.
That was my whole motive of being in the streets.
Yeah.
I ain't even care about guns and none of that shit. So I'm getting a Selma weed for $20, nicking this shit up and goddamn nick bags. What they was like, 125 by 125. Getting them from the store, nigga. That's back when the store used to sell the scale and the bags.
Right there.
The
battery
store,
too.
The battery too. And you had to make sure they calibrated that motherfucker, because sometimes they'll give you an uncalibrated motherfucker.
Yeah.
So goddamn, that was my whole setup. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm getting a Selma, breaking this motherfucker down. I ain't standing in front of the store and nothing. Like, I'm going to school. You know, it might be little folks in the neighborhood who just know a nigga bad. Like, buy your weed just cause, all that type of shit. Damn, nigga started selling dope. Nigga getting a 3 gram Hummer, a whip. You know what I'm saying? Then that was the thing. Then I started goddamn selling dope and soft. So I'm getting goddamn 3 grams of soft. I'm going to the GNC store, putting goddamn 0.5 of isotol on the soft. Not even knowing what I'm doing, but shit, I just hear Gucci, isotol. So I'm isotoling my shit too. Nigga had hinted like, man, that shit giving me a bad dream. Ooh. I'm standing up with these nigga all on my mama, nigga. I be in the colony, nigga. I had a partner who snorted, right? Goddamn. So they'll shoot dice and shit. And it was a nigga from the west side that used to be out there too. And it was another nigga, we used to call him Nacho Man, because his baby mama made the nacho, like she was like the candy lady. Yeah. So goddamn, nigga, I'll be outside in apartments with them niggas till 7 in the morning. Them niggas will buy my whole bomb of soft, like just all night type shit. So that was my first like, I'm hustling. It was about money. Now, niggas don't want to do nothing. It ain't even no money in the street for real, unless you playing on a certain level type shit.
It ain't none.
It's money in the street if you playing on a certain level.
But you have to wait.
The grinder don't exist no more. That's what the difference is. So that's why, nigga, the cons always outweigh the pros of the street. Because your ass can go to jail, or you can die, you can get robbed.
But it was worth it because you can get some real money. You can grind up.
Right, you can get some money. Yeah. Now, your ass can't go buy nothing and come up off no block, nowhere. It's probably two hoods in Atlanta that you can just really block serve for real.
Turn something to nothing.
You get what I'm saying? And grind for real. But you can't, as a young nigga, you can't grind no more. These young niggas, it's really like an oxymoron. Is that what it's called?
Listen, man. Listen. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Your reasoning won't really matter. Just here's what it is. 21 Savage, you got to understand something, bro. The streets been dead. They were always a dead goddamn conception. The streets, the whole entire ethnic code, the street code, all of this shit, it wasn't created. The whole entire culture that we have as far as the streets go was created by teenage boys. It wasn't created by grown-ass men with real structure. They watch the older cats do it and still get their heads punched on, still get beat up, still get abused and used by the police. The streets, how it started off, was led by kids moving out of anger and frustration as protectors. Then it morphed. Then you start to see they ain't going ahead and going against us no more. Now we got infighting. The streets as a moral code, bruh, has always been about who has influence. Nothing else. So when he say shit like that, it's like, bruh, they sold crack in the streets. Crack is way worse than everything else that you guys have seen. Crack effects still are taking form and shape today. It's just the dads turned into grandpas. The moms turned into grandmas. They're influencing the youth today for this bullshit that we have called a culture of street. They've been killing kids. They've been robbing kids. Go back into the archives. Go look at every major city. Go look at some of the worst atrocities that have happened in the early 80s, the late 80s, the mid 80s, the early 90s, the mid 90s, the late 90s. They all are the same. It just is what it is. It wasn't as exposed as it is now. I damn near would be willing to bet it's more street code today than it is 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago. Because if you mess up, it's right there on the internet immediately. So that whole entire street shit, bro, the streets been dead. Your ass just ain't realize it. We'll never know goddamn codes in these streets. It never was. Y'all can lie to yourselves and go, yeah, bro, when I was growing up and all that shit and everything, bro, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, y'all did. I can show you countless articles all throughout California, bro, of innocent bystanders getting hit. Why you think Nipsey goddamn first mixtape was Bullets Ain't Got No Names? The fuck are you talking about? So no, bro, the streets been dead. Flat out. It was never about living. It was all about taking advantage of your youth, destroying what you can, and coming up as much as possible. That's why when these cats go to jail and shit, you get a lot of infight that go on there from stealing. Who's stealing from who? The OG stealing from the youngins. So then when you say shit like, when the internet had an opinion, get the F off the internet. What are you talking about? If we live by a moralistic code, why the hell are y'all on the internet doing this shit then? If that's what you preaching. Oh, it's not that. It's y'all want the praise and the adulation and the BS of what you perceive to be widely accepted. And then people can look at you like this. I guarantee you, if the internet did more praising of street and bullshit instead of calling people dummies, y'all would be hyped as hell because you wouldn't be able to function without getting praise from the streets on the internet. But let's get on with this second clip. If y'all feeling what I'm spilling, hit that like button. But if you're not, tell me where I just went wrong. You can't. Roll it.
I feel like Shout it wrong, but I don't feel like he did it on purpose.
Who?
Gunna. That's just my opinion.
So why you ain't try to patch that up?
Why? I don't feel like that could be patched up.
I try to put them niggas on group text. Them niggas ain't nobody say nothing.
I don't feel like. I feel like the only way that'll be patched up is if Gunna say something to him.
But I
Slime didn't do nothing wrong to me.
I kind of see.
The only situation, the only thing I told Slime was, this your young nigga, man. You know this young nigga, right?
Yeah.
You know in your heart, goddamn. Then I can't say that neither, because it'd be like, I'd be like going back and forth about this shit. Because in my heart, I don't feel like he did it to hurt him. But then again, I feel like niggas do anything to get out sometimes too. Niggas do get in that space in their head where it's like, bro, fuck it, I'm ready to come home. But this how I think he was thinking. Like, this is my opinion. I feel like Gunna was thinking in his head, well, I ain't saying I seen Slime do nothing. I ain't saying no specific nothing that I seen nobody do nothing like, oh, I seen this happen. I seen this person shoot this person. I seen him leave to go kill him. I felt like he felt like what he was saying wasn't really snitching in his head. Like, shit, it's just like saying some shit. But niggas saying that goddamn, you've seen niggas commit crimes on behalf of YSL, that's bad, bro. That's not good. Like that don't no matter your intention to the people, to the world, well, not to the world, because the world switched. At first they were saying goddamn he was wrong, now they saying he right. But goddamn, to like niggas like me and shit, like Gunna called me when he first got out, bro, on my mom. Nigga, I was sitting in the bed. He was like, bro, what sound like? Boy, yo at home, boy, woo, you good? Ooh, I ain't even see the video yet. Boom. Goddamn, I see the video. He called me, I think he was leaving the jail or something the first time I talked to him. Or he just got in the house. The second time he called, I think he was telling me pull up, like everybody was at his spot. So goddamn, I done seen the video now. So I'm telling him like, bro, that shit look bad, twin. He like, man, the lawyer tricked me, man. I ain't even know, like, ooh. So I'm like, goddamn, I'm like, shit, you can't get a plea back? Cause before Gunna even got locked up, he was calling me, and I like when they put the shit out, like they was looking for him, and I told him like, bro, don't keep running, cause that's gonna fuck up your chances of getting a bond even more. The longer you got down, I'm like, go ahead and turn yourself in and shit. So goddamn, I told him like, shit, see if you can get a plea back, like, cause I'm telling you, it's gonna make you look a certain type of way, like to the public, like it's gonna stain you. I believe you that you didn't know what you was doing, but I can't really say that you didn't, cause you grown. But if that's what you going with, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that after the relationship that we do got. I'll let you say that to me, and I'll take that for what it is. All right, maybe you really didn't know type shit. But at the end of the day, how I look at the situation, I'm like, man, Slime should have never been saying certain shit. Like, he should have never broadcasted the shit to the internet and shit. Like, it could have been like a behind club. Like silence speak louder than anything sometimes. So just Slime getting out and them seeing like ain't nobody fucking with Gunna, they would know. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how you felt. If you wanted, if your intention was to let the world know that you don't fuck with Gunna, you never had to say it really publicly type shit. But I do understand a nigga being in their emotions sometimes and moving off emotions, because niggas do that too type shit. But goddamn, he could have just not said nothing and they would have went off that type shit.
I look at it like this. I feel like you
but
said,
what he did, he didn't necessarily snitch on a nigga, like say this nigga did this, but you saying you're helping them prove their theory. What you did helped them prove their theory, whether they were gonna use it or not. Like, niggas keep saying, oh, they weren't gonna use it, bro. Y'all don't know, jurors watch shit, bro. They not supposed to, but jurors see shit on the internet, bro. So if the jury seeing a headline where Gunna saying, goddamn, yes, this is a gang and goddamn niggas committed crimes, people see that. I don't know if he did it intentionally. I don't feel like that. Like, just my vibe from him, I don't feel like that. But I do feel like he wrong, because definitely when all this shit said and done, bro, before Slime even started tweeting when he got out, he was quiet for a minute. He didn't say nothing for a minute when he first got out. Man, call that nigga phone. Hey,
but
pick up, bitch.
No, you're right. You're right about that. You're right about that 100%. I feel like they would have probably had a conversation if, you got to think, I'm already hearing you from jail saying these shit. Remember, they leaked the call at first when he was like, bro, put this shit out, man. I need to dish the ball on the album, whatever.
Right.
They had already put that out, so we already knew.
But this how I operate, bro.
Let me talk to you.
Just me as a man. Not even that. I'm not judging you off nothing I don't post to hear. Just as a man. I don't care what you tell Shantae, bro, about me.
Wrong again. See, y'all probably wondering, well, why, Nash, you say this is the worst interview ever? Because it's going to get praised for 21's maturation, and it's not really that. It's really 21 Savage playing matchmaker politician. 21 Savage is going to realize, and this is really the crux of it all, bruh, you don't fit in no more. You can see 21 Savage struggling throughout the whole entire interview as he's saying this shit out loud, from people who ain't his peers to older cats, to try to make it make sense, and it doesn't. Gunna was wrong, flat out. You want to know how we know Gunna was wrong? Because Young Thug told the truth on something he wasn't supposed to say. Gunna was actually going to renege on that plea deal. When you say, oh, Shotty didn't this, Shotty didn't do that, Adrian Love flat out said part of Gunna's plea deal that he signed off on is, I have knowledge of people in YSL committing crimes in furtherance of the gang. Simple terms. Let's say, I don't know, it's a team that's not really doing well. Damn, I don't even watch basketball that much. Let's say I play for the New Orleans Pelicans, right? And I'm a team player. And I go out there and all I do is go out there and get 5 fouls. And when I come back, all I'm getting is high fives from my coaches, from everybody, because all I'm doing is going out there and I'm putting the best players on their back. All type of elbows, clipping and all that, tripping and all this shit. That's going to be in furtherance of who? My team, because people came back and high-fived me. I'm doing wrong to tell y'all, don't come mess up over here, because somebody going to see y'all about how y'all want to do it. And we going to do it our way. Gunna said, bruh, I know people who smoking shit, basically. Not, you know what I'm saying, not specific crimes. Not saying that he killed none of them like that. Because smoking don't mean that anymore. Smoking just means you getting it going. I know people that's doing shit that's basically only doing it because they YSL. And they want y'all cats to be afraid of what? YSL. He said YSL must end. You should have just took the high road and should have just said, you know what, bro? You should have been like, yeah, Gotti did. Yeah, Gotti said, man, I got love for both of them. That's between them. They got their infighting. That would have been way better instead of you trying to sit there. Because then he, because you know Gunna was wrong. You trying to piece it up, which means you can't rock with Young Thug. You try to explain Young Thug's interrogation video. All right, cool. We can accept Young Thug's interrogation videos, but that means you got to accept everybody else's interrogation videos. Young Thug literally gave motive for Pee Wee Roscoe to shoot at goddamn Lil Wayne, even though it's Pee Wee Roscoe's fault. That Young Thug was in there. It's 100% his, because Pee Wee Roscoe literally, and Pee Wee Roscoe, I dare you to try me on this because I know you're a lawyer. He literally said, why am I the only one being charged with this? Y'all not charging Birdman. Y'all not charging Young Thug. Why am I being charged with this? So Savage, you put out the worst interview ever because you stood for nothing at all. You know what makes a person great is when they force you to have an opinion. You know what I walked away from that interview saying? Man, I like 21 Savage. This sucks. Not no, damn, 21 Savage is right, 21 Savage is wrong. None of that shit. I just walked away and said, I like this dude. Because I realized something. Youngin is more mature than the older niggas that he around. That's going to get you nowhere in life, Youngin. Nowhere. I told Dre, don't do that war with Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. The West Coast wasn't going to let Kendrick Lamar lose. And the West ain't just California. Nigga, the West is Arizona, New Mexico, shit, if you want to, Colorado, Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, shit, Utah. Now, they wasn't going to let no damn Kendrick Lamar lose. And Drake broke the goddamn blueprint. Drake last song, instead of the I didn't do it song, should have been to go get one of the most West Coast beats that you could have found that was going to knock in the club. And he decided to forego it. Everybody knew what he was supposed to do. Everybody knew all Kendrick Lamar needed to do was put out a song that they can say in the club and scream at Drake while Drake is performing. That's it. That's why Not Like Us works. Because if Drake ran around, you can scream, they not like us. The same way Meek Mill got hit with that back to back. Is that a world tour or your girl's tour? Same shit. This is where diss records pop the most. Drake's was supposed to be West Coast. And he decided not to. Drake was supposed to split California in half. And he decided not to. Northern California, Southern California, man, this shit ain't like this. Then he say, oh man, I tried to squash beef between Youngboy and Lil Durk. He don't really necessarily say win, so I'm not gonna really put that on him unless I just forgot it. But he didn't really say win, so y'all kind of taking that wrong. Oh, when blood is spilled, he didn't say win. But I walked away from it having a positive review of 21 Savage and flat out saying that interview was dog shit. Big Bang, you didn't even have that damn same energy for Young Thug and for Lil Woody. You weren't asking no hard-hitting questions at all. You got a rapport with 21. I'm assuming that's why you was able to do that. But that same rapport that you had, Big Bang, Young Thug flat out told you he looked up to you and your ass let him down. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got this whole entire shit wrong. Or maybe y'all like me sitting there saying, Savage, you going to end up falling out with some of these dudes because you way too grown. You the adult in the room, bro. You the youngest one, and you the only one that's the adult in the room. Why should I tell y'all, bro? He going to fall out. He going to fall out with one of these cats. Who? I don't know yet. But a person who keeps on being dependent on for peace eventually will find himself at war. Subscribe to our best notified, share to keep your people aware. Click right here. I don't even remember what video it is. But click right here for that video and click right here for the playlist. And I'll catch you on the next one.